Hi, welcome to another edition of the Everlast Power Video Series. In today's edition, we're going to be talking about a hot topic that's on a lot of welding forums right now, and it's a frequent question that we get from beginning welders, and it's about what to do about a welding table. Well, there are several different things that you can do for a welding table. We've had customers that start off on the ground, and they start off on a picnic table or whatever, but those aren't the best solutions. So we've got a beginning entry-level table that we're going to take a look at today. We're going to use it to show you some of the things that you want to look at whether you're buying or building a welding table. What we've done, we've gone out and sourced a welding table from Northern Tools. This is one of the most popular talked about tables on the net right now because it's a good entry-level price of $89.99. It gets you a fairly large welding area and gets you up off the ground. Now this is a 35.5-inch tall top. You need to get a top somewhere that's between your waist and just a little above your waist, a little below your waist. Now I'm 6'2", so that's going to actually put it just a little below my waist. For me standing up right now, that's a little bit short, but for the average person, this is going to be about the right height. Now I can sit at this table and work off of it, or I can stand and work off of it without being too uncomfortable. It's not going to be too low for me, but it's right at my lower limits. As far as construction of this table, it's fairly light. I mean, you can pick it up and move it around without any trouble. It's very well thought out, though, from that standpoint, is that a welding table should be portable. The problem is it may be a little bit on the light side. They've done a really good job of reinforcing this, they call it 2mm top. Now, it's actually really thin. It looks something like about maybe 18 gauge sheet metal, but the top is fairly square and flat. It's being reinforced with several cross pieces through here. Now you have a cutout opening here where you can weld on it, but this expanded metal is real lightweight. It's not anything that's going to last very long, but the good news is something like this can be replaced pretty easily. There is a tray that supports the bottom down here. Now the tray will actually have to be removed to clean it out, and you'll have to unbolt it. But it's not a bad idea to have a little catch basin right here to keep the sparks or whatever from falling down onto your lower work surface. Now what we have over here, we're going to turn the table on the edge here. You actually have a bolt sticking out here, and what it is for is to actually to hold your work clamp and to create a contact point to give you a good ground or a good circuit path. Now you also have a little hook right here, that's to hold any kind of cables. You also have a little piece right here that's designed to hold a big gun or even maybe a TIG torch. Now you have to be careful because if you were to snag your cable or something and sitting in this holder, you can damage your big gun. Look here at the bottom. Now the legs are made of actually thicker material than the top. And that's a good thing because they're well reinforced. There's a lot of bolts here. Everything is bolted together. And it's okay because they bolt together, they go together cleanly, not a lot of misalignment or anything. The only problem we had was when we put the top together, we had to pull it down on one edge just a little bit to get the bow out of it. And once we did that, everything squared up and straightened up and we were fine. As you can see, we've turned it upside down so you can see the bottom side of it. You've got this catch pin here and it screws on or bolts on, and then you've got your cross member pieces that go inside of this that hold everything together. Now they've engineered it pretty well so that you don't get a lot of flex out of the table when you're just using it for normal stuff. But if you put a lot of heavy stuff on it or a lot of hot stuff, this whole tabletop is going to flex and work with you. We've righted the table here, and we want to just discuss a couple of things if you're looking at this table or something like this. Really, the metal that you're going to take to build a new table is going to cost a good bit more than this if you're going to build it right. You know, for a beginning table, this is actually a pretty good idea. I like the table. It's not that bad, especially for a beginner. Intermediate user or an advanced user, it might be a little bit light, but still there's some applications that you might find this to be a nice item to have in your shop to sit over in the corner until you need it. I really think that for the money, $89, $99 that you're going to spend, you're not going to be able to build a table that's this nice. Now if you were to compare this to like a low-end strong hand table or something that's twice the price of this, or a little bit more, this is actually probably a better deal. You get a good strong table. It's not designed to beat on, but neither is the strong hand. It's well built, it's sturdy, doesn't have any wheels or anything under it, but you could add those pretty economically. This table is not going to stand up to any kind of abuse. It's not going to take any heating, it's not going to take any beating, but it will work for just general welding. If you put the right spacers underneath it while you're welding, you're not going to overheat the table. If you use it for cutting, obviously this stuff is going to get cut through real easily, so you've got to watch out. This is not a real flat area here because it's got a little roll in this expanded metal, but it'll do for most of your average farm type welding or just hobbyist type welding. Now I want to keep this in the corner of my shop collecting dust for a while because I think it's going to come in handy on certain small jobs or light duty things where I've got my other tables already occupied by my other projects or my other work. This will actually come in handy because I can pull it out and I can sit down at a pretty comfortable height and just go to welding. Now, I'm going to take care of it so it's not going to sit out and get rusty or anything like that. And as long as you take care of something like this, it's going to last you a while. Don't heat on it, don't beat on it, but it's going to be a good table just for general work. Of course, the purpose of this video today is mainly to show you this table, but it's also to show you how economical it is to get yourself up off the floor and start welding at a level that's comfortable and safe to weld at. Now, if you have any more questions, give us a call at the number listed at the end of the video.